I'm the guest.
No, you aren't.
No, you're not. We're live, baby. Welcome back to the Black Sheep Podcast. My name's Corey. We live with Norris, JP, and we got our biggest name yet to date on the podcast. What up, Scotty?
Thank you guys for having me. I
WillBallForSoup.
love the Southern drawl. It's super charming, man. I'm glad to be here.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you, sir.
Yeah.
He come out swinging, son. He don't.
I love it. Finally, somebody gives it to me. That's what I've been waiting on for the last 7
You
episodes.
can't control that. I don't. It's charming, dude. Some chick will dig that shit for real.
Hey, I hope she did.
Hell yeah.
I hope she dug
Let's go. I got to shed some weight, so hopefully somebody will love me. I'm trying.
I love you, dog.
And that's why I don't like doing these things, because people fucking attack my image, right? Like, dude, I'm some fucking nerdy dude. I'm overweight. Like, every time I hop on this shit, people are talking shit. Like, Scotty, you fat motherfucker. I'm like, yo, I'm in the gym, but also...
But you know what the most impressive thing about you, though,
I keep
is?
fucking
Your
doing
mind. Like, I was telling them, your mind, like, you finished law school, but just decided not to take the bar.
No,
I think that's
I
the
took and passed the bar.
craziest, awesome story ever.
I took and passed the bar.
You did that? Okay, I'm my bad, bro. Much respect. I'm sorry.
Yo,
I got that wrong, but like,
I
that's
legit thought you were the
crazy.
Mike Ross of the paintball community.
Yeah, maybe. But I predicted the questions that were on the exam, right? And I built these mental answer trees for each of these topics. So as soon as I got that on the premises liability question, I had this fucking answer tree to drill down through. Yeah, I passed it. I didn't have a great experience at law school. I caught a bunch of C's, but I made it through. I survived.
These get degrees, baby.
So instead of getting into what I thought I want to get into right away, like what's been popping in paintball? Because like I've kind of stayed away from it right now. What's the drama going on down there? What's the big news? Texas just happened. Fill us in.
Yeah, so we have the Dan Blazarian and Chanel incident that's popping off. One of my associates posted it on Reddit. That got 100,000 fucking views on Reddit. So everybody cares about this shit.
Jesus.
It's obvious I have to be fair with it, right? Because I'm a right-wing guy, and I want to present every controversy fairly. So Chanel, love her. She totally antagonized Dan. All sorts of bullshit. Dan, you're a Nazi. Go shoot those Nazis. Dan, like, you love my cankles. You love my cellulite. She's loud. She's a loud chick.
I did hear. Yeah, I know. I heard on that video.
So she provoked this reaction from Dan, and Dan gives her the Sieg Heil. And if you're trying to convince everybody you're not a Nazi and then you pull out the Sieg Heil, that's not going to do anything for your cause. In my opinion, I'm just going to keep it straight here. Dan does have a right to respond to that. If you're getting heckled and it's personal, you have a right to respond. But instead of the Sieg Heil, should have just said, suck my dick, or fuck off, bitch, or shut your whore mouth. Something along those lines, right? But he did the Sieg Heil, and now everybody's fucking freaking out.
Yeah.
I don't understand why everybody's freaking out. He did that. Like he already knew he said he's a fan of Hitler. I actually did I watched the interview he did with that one guy. What was his name?
PV Nerd.
Because he did a good job of like he did a really good job at like steering him in the right direction. And then he did another interview with somebody else. But I heard him out. I get what he means by like how that guy, some of his views, but like I guess we still forget that he still murdered people. Like I guess you can still have some good views and still be.
We didn't forget that.
Norris, Hitler wanted to kill the blacks too, man. So this Nazi shit, you should be against the Nazi shit too. You guys would be right.
Hey, listen, I'm not. I don't support
hold on.
Dan at all.
Hitler wanted to kill the gays, the blacks, and the Jews. So all three of us here are fucked. You know what I mean? Like
crazy.
I mean, you could break that down how you want. But
Corey legit just said he would let somebody stroke it for $1 billion, so I get it.
Yeah.
Listen, I think I've been open in saying anybody who knows me, like, I mean, you openly said I'm probably the gayest white person you know on planet Earth. Like, $1 billion, I'm going backstroke for backstroke. It's $1 billion. It is what it is.
You can't make this stuff up, Scotty. All right, so with
dog, I'm killing ants on my fucking laptop, and it's like, dude, I hate bugs. I don't know what I did or what I ate on this desk for these little fucking ants to come here, but it's making me freak out. I have a little bit of a bug phobia.
Are they just sugar ants, bro?
What's up?
Are they just sugar
Yeah, they're
ants?
just like
Though?
little tiny, like millimeter long ants. They're just little
Yeah,
ants.
they're sugar ants. Yeah. They're just annoying. Listen,
We
so do
yeah,
you think the
expert.
NXL should take any action?
I think NXL, if they wanted to really be proactive about it, right? You can say one, no targeting shit talk from the sidelines in that pre-point period. If they want to make things peaceful and have a paintball tournament, that's the direction you go. So Chanel doesn't have the right to fucking shit talk before. You can also say Dan doesn't have the right to do any hateful gestures on the field. So no, the fucking Sieg Heil is ridiculous, but there's no rules in place for either of them, so you can't
There
retroactively
is, though.
punish it. You can only do
There's
things
rules
to
for
move
that.
forward.
There's rules for that.
There are.
Tom Cole said no expressions, no hateful imagery, and he's the judge of that. So while there's not like a,
He did do that. He did. Yeah.
he said if there's anyone walking around in a KKK hood with a swastika doing, Hell Hitlers, that he would shut it down. And it sounds like it didn't get shut down.
Yeah, from what I've heard, there's no action coming from the league. I think it sucks that Dan's here, but we have to fight Dan fairly. And to fight him fairly, I think we do need stricter rules. It sucks, dude, because you have all these pro players who are refusing to distance themselves from this guy. And it's like, okay, if you're the face of the league and you're saying you're okay with what Dan's saying, like that makes people who look up to the face of the league, Marcelo, also consider Dan as a viable political point of view. And we have to defeat Dan on his ideals, and we have to defeat Dan fairly. So it's definitely a conundrum. It's a dark chapter for paintball in the context of the world going to hell, right? We also have to deal with this shit. So it's getting wild out here, man. Like, I'm tired. I'm not getting paid anything to do this.
It's fun, though.
Speaking of like getting into this, like I know me and JP really don't know a lot about you. Tell us what got you started in doing this. What started everything?
So there's always been changes in the content that I put out. So it's never been super consistently one thing. Like it started, okay, I'm going to film myself having fun with my friends. Okay, I'm going to figure out what the most clickable YouTube videos are, start putting that shit out. Everybody loved it. But I got bored of that, and the network for me to people to ask questions, it's gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. So I can have a question in my mind that a lot of people also have a question about. And I can ask the right people and get the right answers and deliver that information to the people as clearly as I can. And I've just been doing it consistently. It's been getting way more popular. The people who contribute to it, that network has grown from 10 to 20 to 30 to 40 to 50. I would say there's 50 or so people who I really collaborate with on a regular level. I have so many fucking DMs I can't even respond to, dude.
That's crazy.
And we got
and that's what I was telling them boys. Like you get it. Like those boys have come at you. They've said this or that. But like in the history that I know of you, I think you've only been wrong maybe once. And I wasn't even sure if that was like proven not true. Like everything, like there's things that you've foreseen or you talked about and you said this is just rumors, right? And it ended up happening. It didn't happen that year. It happened the next year because like you releasing it is what put a halt to it. Like,
yeah, I would say
I don't know
a majority of the industry is reading my shit. People who don't like me are reading my shit. So it's a very interesting place to be. But one of the things that I'm never going to do is accept money from one company or another company where I'm only doing positive things about them. I'm going to remain an independent. I'm going to make my money using my mind, not in paintball. And the example is like when I got my face fucking sewn back together, I had no health insurance, dude. Like I was fucked. So I was a manager of a paintball field, barely making more than $35,000 a year, barely enough money to own a 1-bedroom apartment, dude. Like I sacrificed my wealth just because I loved paintball so much and I wanted to do it every day for a living. And I took that as far as I could. I GM'd 2 parks. But then the content got so disruptive to the point where nobody in the industry is going to pay me anymore because it puts them at risk. So I'm the content, despite not generating any income, has kind of pushed me out of the industry. But you can also argue that I am a part of the industry in this news project, this media project, but there's no financial reward, dude. It's weird.
I'd say that you're definitely paintball. You're in the industry. You're like a journalist.
When Matty Marshall said it, I knew it was real.
Yeah. Who's the biggest person that's reached out to you?
Conversations with Matty Marshall, we do have a direct line. I have had hour-long calls with him on things like Marcelo and Dan. I've had hour-long calls with him on things about shit, fucking let's talk paintball, about his exit. We do talk a lot. Obviously, Alex Frazier, he runs Great American Paintball, so I've had conversations with him. Mike Jeffrey as well. I wouldn't say they're on the team, right? But they're starting to come around and acknowledge my contributions.
That's dope.
I mean, I follow you because I learned stuff from it, and I thought I used to be in the industry.
It's literally like the only paintball Instagram page I look at. Like I don't even know why I didn't think about it. I remember, I don't know how long ago I came across the page, because maybe it was Hormesis Drops or someone. Someone was like, yo, it's going to be on this page. Like, I don't even remember what it was that drew me over there, but I was like, yo, this guy posts like mad drama shit. I love it. And I'm like flipping through it. But then we started doing this, and I don't know, maybe it didn't click with me early, or maybe it was like, bro, like we're not even 2 episodes deep. Like, there's no world where I fucking hit up WillBallForSoup and get him on. But we were talking,
he was giving me crap about it.
We were talking about it the other night, and I was like, fuck it, yeah, I'll shoot a little message. We shot a little message over and set it up.
So this is actually easier for me and more time effective for me than to do a 15-minute video. And I hate that making videos is so negative money for me. It's a financial net loss. So I'll put in 3 hours to do a 15-minute video, and then I'll use a song, I'll use a beat, right? A free beat. And then 1 year later, some rapper's gonna put a fucking track over that beat, copyright it, and now he gets every single fucking penny I make from the video. It's just financially a clusterfuck for me to make videos. And there have been people who be like, yo, Scotty, I'll be your editor for like $20 a video. I'm like, I'd lose money at that. So that's why I'm on Instagram, dude. Like, I can fire off a shit post in 5 minutes. Like, okay, I get the tip, I verify the tip, we're sending it.
If there's like an AI background, like that's so cool. Like I don't think anyone's worried about that as much as like the content that's in it.
It's a weird place to be. Obviously I was a lot younger too. I didn't have to work so much. I didn't have to pay my townhouse. I didn't have to pay my fucking car note. So when I was a kid and I had my bills paid for, hell yeah, I'm making YouTube videos with all my free time. Hell yeah. But as a grown-ass man, I don't have that time anymore. There are people who are doing it at a great level, and I appreciate them, but I don't think anybody's moving exactly like me.
So, Scotty, I have a question for you, and you didn't even, so we did kind of talk pre-starting this recording, so I'm gonna kind of drop this bomb, because I just realized you might have the inside scoop. There's one thing I've always wanted to know, and I am good friends with one of the teammates, and I still don't know, do you have any info on why Alex Goldman actually left Diesel?
Yes, I do. So he was confronted by Mark Johnson in front of the team. And in that confrontation, they said, you're not worth it. You're not playing up to your worth. I pay you all this fucking money, and we're not going deep into Sunday. So he had his ego kind of stepped on by his boss. And that was obviously a big part of it. There's other parts of it where they're just not winning, and you're supposedly the greatest player of all time, one of them, right? And you want to be in a position and get to a team where you're contending for event wins. So Mouse had criticism from Mark, plus he recognized that the players that they have, they weren't in a position to get to an event win. They were in a position to contend for Sunday. But if you're fucking Alex Goldman, you want to be on a team that's going to contend for event wins. And that's damage, 100%.
Okay. So let's ask this, because you about to clear up some stuff, because I'm tired of all allegations. Can you confirm that he was being paid 150 G's? Or do you know his salary?
Yeah, I heard it was 120.
Okay, and let me ask you this, because I've been telling my boys forever, but I didn't have proof. This was based on something I knew about his Edmonton Impact deal. I'm under the impression that yes, they come up with that solid number, but a good chunk of that is funded by the guns that they're given at a mass majority from their sponsor. So like when he was Edmonton Impact, I heard one year he received 80 guns.
I haven't heard the 80 guns number. I know Bart has a huge role in paying those salaries, and that's a whole nother can of worms, right? Without these big patrons of paintball, there's not going to be these big salaries. We have to find a way in which the salary could come from the industry. And the salary is not coming from the industry.
Okay.
The salary is coming from Sarge or
So
Bart. It's those guys. So I would assume that, yeah.
so you think Mark was paying him at actually 120?
I would say 100 from Bart, 20 from Eclipse, something around those lines sounds right, but I have no specific intel on that compensation. So I would say 100 from Bart, 20, because I know Marcelo. I knew Marcelo's impact number was also like, what did he say? It was like 3.2K every 2 weeks as a direct money order wired from Canada, something like that. So he was making like 3.2 every 2 weeks, which is fucking nice. So I think that was like 110, 120. So it's
3.2K every 2 weeks is I thought it was only like 80 grand because I make a little bit more than that as a nurse. Because I bring home like 33 after taxes, and I feel like my salary for that was only like 85,000.
I could have the number memorized wrong. It could have been 4.2. But Marcelo and Mouse are right at that over 100 mark. You can just value them at over 100.
Got it.
4.2.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I just always wanted to know like how that money was like divided up. So when he was with Diesel, you think Mark Johnson was just paying that dude straight cash, 120,000? I guess I'd crash out too if I wasn't getting deep after 120,000 for what 2 years.
What I heard too is that he got so much of that money that he's giving these events to Damage for free, but unverified. Right? I'm not going to say. It came from a very good source, but what if the source is trying to make Goldman look better? So what if he's trying to make him look a little better? So a pro Goldman source will say, hey, Goldman's not taking anything this year from Damage because he already got enough from Mark. I can't confirm that, so let's put that as a rumor.
But see, that wouldn't make me, and I don't like Alex. Well, I like Alex as a player. I don't really know him, so let's put that out there.
Shout out, Alex.
I would look down on him more because if you're telling me you got paid too much with Diesel, that means you were overpaid and you didn't fulfill your end of the deal.
He doesn't really defend himself or explain himself a whole lot. He's a quiet dude. He's not a vocal dude.
Yeah, I did notice
so
that.
He's not going to tell us what the truth is. So we're speculating at this point. But I heard that he received enough of that salary already where he said he's financially good. And now he's going to go to Damage to win for free, then get another 120 next year.
But I mean, it's still underperforming to me because I mean, you took 8th, 4 spots above Diesel.
Yep.
I mean,
that's a whole nother conversation. Why isn't Damage winning?
I don't even want to speculate.
What's Damage
on that.
shoot?
I'm not. They shoot the Luxes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lux Idols.
I mean, if we're being honest, they're aging.
100%.
If we look,
but they just picked up all those people. They got Chris Shear, they got Marcelo, they got Alex Goldman, they have Keith Brown, they have Jacob, they have Jason, they have he fishes, the bald guy. Like he's actually really good. Chad.
I think he's just retired. I think he's retiring. Boucher is retiring.
I was going to say,
did he play in Texas?
I don't think so. I'll have to lurk that roster.
Oh.
Like, we say all these names, but, like, these are people that we've been looking up to for, like, what, the last 10 years?
That's
like
15.
I think
how long can you stay at the top? They're aging.
Yeah, they've been pro since what, 08, 09? For sure they're aging.
Yeah. I had them on my 2012 paintball fantasy team when they tried fantasy paintball for that little bit.
My fan wagon.
So, go ahead. Your fan wagon what?
Oh, that was the old fantasy paintball that I worked for. I actually worked for them.
Yeah. It was a good time. It
that's
was
dope.
fun.
Eh.
So we reached out to you because I'll just kick it off. I was hit up, like, so I've been involved with Outlaw and Sandana and a couple other people. I got hit up by Outlaw and I was out of nowhere and I was told, like, hey, did you piss someone off in paintball? I was like, I'm sure I did, but what do you mean? Like, what do you mean? They're like, well, someone's saying you stole from us and you owe us, and we don't even know the number. You can clear up all these allegations. Supposedly, I stole 10 grand from them, 10 grand from Mark. I beat women and I'm a bad actor. Supposedly is what Mark from Sandana said. I don't know. So as soon as they told me that, I was like, cool. I was like, hey, well, what did you say? And they're like, we told him absolutely not. You don't owe us nothing. I said, cool. Reach out to Mark. And as soon as I said, yo, what's up? Mark goes, yo, what in the world is going on? I'm like, oh, shit. I was like, what's up? He's like, WillBallForSoup just hit me up. And then he lists all these allegations. I was like, okay, well, what did you tell him? He's like, obviously, I told him you ain't steal from me. I told him you take a headband from here, here, there. I was like, dog, that still makes you look like a thief. And he just laughs. And I'm like, why are we not helping me out here? I don't steal. And so it brought up a lot of issues. And I told the boys, I said, you know what? I think we should talk to him. I think we should hit this head on because I've watched a lot of his interviews. I love his stance on everything, and he's very fair. Like, he went to all these sources before he came me, and I think we can talk to him about it, and he'd be as open as he can be at the time.
Yeah, I think that it's a great example of how I know exactly who to ask what question. If somebody says, yo, this guy did this company dirty, I know who runs that company, and he's going to respond to me. So it's really easy for me to clear that up without any damage to you, because I didn't say a fucking word about this publicly. You're the one who just brought it up. So yeah, there are investigations now.
You did not.
There are investigations, and I'm going to be as thorough as possible.
And I can definitely 100% back you on that.
So it's like,
yeah, you
never hurt anybody who doesn't deserve to be hurt.
I appreciate that. You are a stand-up dude. I've always liked you, and like I said, I've always liked your views. But I love the fact you did go to all of them first, and then you didn't even hit me up, and you didn't respond to me at all. You responded to them and from the podcast.
Dude,
I didn't take it personally, but I was like, I had much respect for that. Much respect.
Yeah, dude, I don't want to fucking stress you out. So, like, I don't know you. Like, yo, I'm gonna ask my questions, get my answers. If there's nothing there, I'm gonna move on because there's so much to talk about, dude. So
he did sell me a pair of fake AirPods back in 2014.
So, I didn't know they were fake, Scotty.
So
I did not know
Scotty, if you want a story to run about Norris, like, even though nothing else is verified, this is verified. I have the messages if you want them.
Also, bad actor thing, 100%.
Okay, hold on. No, because that's got me thinking, and I didn't put it together immediately.
What is that even
when y'all
about?
First said it. Corey, do you know what the phrase bad actor means?
No.
Okay. I don't.
Okay, all right. So, guys, bad actor does not mean that you're bad at acting. Bad actor means you're a person who has bad intentions but doesn't show it. You're like a spy. You're someone
that's crazy.
Who's mingling with bad intentions. I didn't even think about it when y'all were making those shitty jokes earlier, but I was like, nah, they're funny. They like, these two are normally funny. They don't know what fucking bad actor means. Okay.
Yeah, I thought it just meant.
So, Scotty, is that how you took it?
I know the word is bad actor. Somebody who goes into whatever dealings just to enrich themselves. They don't give a fuck about other people. So if you're a bad actor, it has nothing to do with.
Okay, well, hey, that we can truth stamp that. And in a sense, like, I'm very fair. Why in the fuck would I be a middleman or help someone build something for free? Of course, there's always a piece in it for me. Like, what am I supposed to devote all my time and efforts for nothing?
For sure. That's fair. But here's the thing. People want to use me as an attack dog, right? Because I probably have the most firepower in the industry at this point. I do. So let's put that out there. So they want me to destroy their enemies for their own fucking personal reasons. I'm not going to really go after anybody unless you fuck with me first, or I can verify myself where I believe you're a bad actor, and that's when I'm going to go in. But this investigation was easy. They immediately responded to me in the negative, and nothing went forward. So, yeah, I do that a lot. And there are other investigations like that turn up nothing, and I keep my fucking mouth shut. So I'm not going to hurt anybody who doesn't deserve to be hurt. I'm going to try my best to get to the facts.
Yeah, you got to him quickly because like I got one phone call after another, super quick out of nowhere. I was like, oh my god, what's going on? And I called little Corey. I ain't no little and big Corey no more. We call Corey. I called Corey and I asked him. I was like, or I didn't ask him. I said, hey man, like WillBallForSoup just hit up like Outlaw and Sandana about me. And you know what these two said? They said, absolutely no way. No one cares about you like that. There's no way.
I didn't believe it. I thought he was lying.
No, this really happened, man. This really happened. There are a lot of things like that where somebody pitches something that I definitely have my doubts. And then I start uncovering stones and the pieces start to fit. I'm like, all right, there's something here, and I can report that as a rumor. Like the Eclipse buyout, the biggest one I was wrong about, right? We have.
Yeah, I don't think you were wrong about that at all.
The talks were ongoing. One person on the core side was very confident that was going to move forward. The deal made sense. It just didn't happen. I think me leaking that deal killed that deal. But I personally felt
100%.
that it was close enough to where I'm good to report on it. Just kind of like the Phoenix thing. So that I know the NXL had guys out at Battle Zone, scouting out Battle Zone, scouting out the Cardinal Stadium downtown, trying to find a good Phoenix venue. So I'm confident that I can report the NXL is feeling out going back to Phoenix. But if now the intel changes and it's like, yo, we're going indoors, we're going into the Tampa Stadium, that's what I'm going to report. Maybe it's going to be both. So I'll continue to keep people updated. These stories are always evolving, right? So I want to make sure that they stick with me for the coverage. And whatever I hear, if I can verify it, I'm going to fucking send it, dude. Like, doesn't cost me anything.
Unpopular opinion. Tampa's venue was nice, but Tampa as an area was the worst experience I've ever had. It's terrible.
Dog shit. The area sucks. But I was going to wonder if, like, the backdrop, the venue, doing as well as it did and as accepted as it was, if that's going to open up into more NFL stadiums like that, like more venues like that being looked at.
The old school Phoenix.
Like well, they said Phoenix, Arizona one.
The old school Phoenix that I played, man, those were like right outside the Cardinal Stadium. Glendale is beautiful. That part of Glendale is really gentrified and super nice. So I fuck with it.
I think you were the one that leaked that they're talking about moving the Pro 3-man inside the stadium.
I would go as far to say is that's being verified from multiple directions. So that's a possibility. I think it's going to be good for them to be inside because like, oh, look at us, we're a legitimate sport now. But now that's a whole nother can of worms with what this ESPN deal is all about. What I don't like most about it is there's no reposts from the league. We don't have any footage. I can't go anywhere and rewatch those games. They're behind a paywall of sorts. So I think that we're missing out on some media opportunities. But then you have another question. Hey, is getting on TV even worth it? I know we're subsidizing that heavily. The NXL BART is putting big dollars into that shit. And is it getting us anywhere? You look at the search term popularity for paintball. We're in the shitter, man. You look at 2004 to now, it's a steady decline. Shout out to After the Burial. Steady Decline is a good song. But it's a steady decline from fucking 2004 to now where we're not as cool as we used to be and nobody fucking cares anymore. So how do we get people to care about paintball? Is it getting on TV or is it what HK is doing? We're bringing in streamers. Do we want to have streamers in paintball? They're big questions on how do we grow? How do we save ourselves? How do we keep making money? You guys know Airsoft is kicking our ass with retail for guns.
Yo, and it looks so dope.
They're kicking our ass. So
yo, I didn't want to say it, but yeah.
Speedball looks so dope. I want to try it so bad.
Corey, have you seen this?
What?
Did you see Matt the Gym Rat went and did the World Championship speed soft shit? Dude, it's kind of sick. I ain't gonna lie.
I told Corey about this last year, and he's like, "No, it's gay."
They're kind of sick.
I thought it looked stupid. That's just me. I said personally, like what I would like to see paintball do, especially since they have the ESPN deal, and I don't know if they do it anymore. X Games is still with ESPN, I'm assuming. They used to be back in the day, but like I feel like X Games is a really good starting point for Major League Paintball NXL to go into. Like it gets exposure. It's not super big, but you have a spotlight for national and even worldwide viewership. I just think it's a great starting point for the NXL.
One of the interesting societal factors in that is the extreme sports lifestyle is nowhere near as popular as it used to be. And I think that's hurting us.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of extreme sports, you know what the 12 and 13-year-olds want to do? They want to be fucking streamers. They want to play Valorant and Fortnite and make hella money doing that shit. So their dream is no longer to be Tony Hawk. Their dream is to be I Show Speed. So there's that societal shift. So, okay, HK is thinking, let's bring the streamers out and do a streamer event. And that looked like a clusterfuck. It was really, really rough.
So did that dude really get arrested?
I hear that was a publicity stunt. I hear from a few different angles that it was a publicity stunt. I can't verify that. So somebody basically said, hey, there's a guy in this car, and this guy in this car said he's going to shoot everybody with a real gun. So he really did get a police encounter where, yeah, they came up guns drawn on that, yes. But to me, I believe that was manufactured for eyeballs. Very streamer-esque.
Got it.
Whack.
A lot of people, well, I shouldn't say a lot of people. I don't really know. I feel like some people are just like hating on HK, but I feel like HK does some, I don't know, they do a lot of shaking sometimes. I get they take people's idea and put their own spin on it. I feel like that's just an easy way to make money. You can't knock a hustle, but like I feel some of the things they do like that are very outside the box and other people aren't touching that.
No, it's a great attempt. It's a great attempt. It just wasn't executed as well as it should have been. Mainly, give these guys a fucking clinic first. Call Mike Urena to give them a clinic. Have somebody teach them, hey, when you're shot once, you're out, dude. Come on. So it's a great idea. I love that they're trying. They have big ideas. They have the Mark Zuckerberg money from selling Meta Threads. They got hella millions of dollars. They trademarked Meta Threads. Mark Zuckerberg brings out Meta and Threads. Oh shit, you're getting cashed out for that. So they have money to play around with, and they're definitely using that money to try and grow paintball. And even like the $25 paint thing, that's on them. They created this new lower priced paint, so there's less of a barrier to entry to national tournaments. Like if you played D6, well, there was no D6, but if you played D4 in 2010 and you're bad, you're paying like $45 for a box of Evil. So now if you're bad, you can pay $25 for a box of HK. So that's fucking dope. They're not making a ton of money on that shit, but they're doing it just to grow the sport, and they have their heart in the right place with positive intent, and that's worth a lot for me.
Well, are those?
So go ahead.
Are those HK frames going to fit normal JT bottoms?
I don't think so because of legal ramifications.
I don't think so either, but just purely because of they seem so form fitted with the bottoms that it seems like they just wouldn't fit anyway.
We know that's their HK proprietary lens. I think it could go either way, man. I know that they have had some legal threats from Core, but I can ask. I know who to ask about that. He'll talk to me.
Yeah, that would be cool to
so
know.
When MetaThreads was bought out, I thought it was bought out by another computer gaming company. So MetaThreads, when it was bought out by Mark Zuckerberg and them to get rid of the name?
Correct. Mark Zuckerberg needed to own the domain name, needed to own the trademark, and that's millions and millions. And I think the answer for the remix frames fitting traditional bottoms, I think they might, but they're just not legally able to market it that way. That would be what I'm thinking now would be the answer to that. But I'll have to dig into it.
So what else you got for us that's exciting in paintball that we don't know about? You got any stuff you trying to like drop on our stream? What's up?
Listen, I know he's been leaking the new Lux recently. I'd like to know a little bit more about what's
going on.
Yeah,
I do have some good intel. I have friends at Lux. Occasionally something slips. Occasionally I'll have somebody go into their booth and take a picture of something that I shouldn't be seeing. But as far as the next generation Lux, I do have a few things. No more side screen. So side screen is going to be a back screen like normal. We have that. We have a new battery that they found that's being used in high-end cameras. So they're putting in a new high-end camera battery where you can use that thing for hundreds of thousands of shots. Going to be super crazy. Because the screen is shrunk and smaller, we're going to see a lower MSRP at launch, which is good. And I also am hearing the Method Shocker is only $899. That just came in this morning.
Yeah.
So $899 on the Method Shocker.
That's true.
I think that's a good price point. Yo, where the fuck is the E-Tech Ego? We need a cheap Ego, dude. We need an $899 Ego.
Yeah.
And make it like an LV1. Sell us an LV1 for $899 brand new. Do that. Easy. But I like that price point. I like that they're bringing in Method, who was key in developing the Gamma Core. So if you're having any Gamma platform, you want the Method boys working on it. They do really great shit. I probably don't play enough to buy one, but maybe I'll buy one in a couple of years. Dude, I got like a DM7.
They also designed that DSR.
Yes,
like a lot of people, or not DSR, the MXR. MXR.
I've heard mixed feelings on that shit. MXR, Austin, another Arizona YouTuber, he didn't like it. I don't play enough to spend big money on guns.
This definitely has some good traits. Dye, from what I understand, and this is rumors, nothing's facts. Dye changed a lot of their design, and so they had split up. So like the inefficiencies of it came from not so agreeing on the collaboration. But what I just wanted to point out that a lot of people aren't giving Method the props they have. They've designed. I didn't know they designed so many of these pieces we use. It's crazy.
Yeah, and Method took a moral stance against Dye, and they said we're fucking out. They heard the Dave Youngblood allegations, and we have to say they're allegations because that shit got settled. And they said, fuck it, we're out.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But a settlement is not an admission of guilt or innocence. So I'm legally not able to say, hey, I think he's fucking guilty because he settled it. And also, those are not criminal allegations. Those are civil allegations. And it's a big, big point that the state did not bring those charges. The victim brought those charges. And the only penalty in that case is a financial penalty. There's no jail time. So it was not a criminal investigation. It was a civil case that got settled. And the paintball world doesn't necessarily understand the nuance to that. But hopefully that does shed a little bit of light on it. As I kill more ants around this fucking PC, dude. Ew. I hate ants.
Yeah, shout out to MXR.
Yeah, shout out MXR. Well, shout out Dye. Speaking of Dye, I know you've also leaked a little bit of the M4. I know you said it's going to be similar to the DSR.
Oh, the M4 became the MXR. That's what that is. Damn. So I believe they also changed the name because I leaked it. But hey, that got me fired from my paintball job though. So fuck. And you know what else is really crazy? The field that I'm not going to say their name, they have this small series, not nearly as big as the WC or anything like that. It's like a 15-team series. So I get fired. And then Dye becomes a platinum sponsor of this little series. So, yeah, I see a connection there. Obviously, Dye will never confirm that. But I have a feeling the leak of that gun is what set the wheels in motion for me getting fired. But I make twice as much money now, so fuck them.
Good for you, man. I love to see when people think they knock someone down, they rise.
And I have health insurance.
Is there anything... That's always kind of clutch. I work in the healthcare field, so I have mixed reviews about this health insurance stuff.
I'll say,
I think some of it's kind of a scam.
If you work for United, it's probably not clutch. But
so we know you got some stuff going on with the house. We know you got to get rid of the ants. Is there anything you want to drop on here or talk about before we let you go?
Yeah, I think that there are. Obviously, the death of Charlie Kirk is huge for conservative circles. And watching some of the left-wing paintball media people celebrating that, it's fucking disgusting. And I initially wanted to sit out of that. I wanted to sit out because it's not paintball related. But as I'm seeing that, I'm like, yo, dude, this is bad. Shut the fuck up. It's like I'm a right-wing guy. If they shot Nancy Pelosi tomorrow, I would either say nothing or say Nancy Pelosi had a wonderful, 40, 50-year career in politics. May God rest her soul. So there's a classy way to do it. You can say nothing. You can say rest in peace, but cheering for that, it's bullshit. And a politically motivated assassination is going to tear this country apart, man. People are already saying we're heading towards a civil war.
100%.
And you guys, and it's the left who's shooting. It's not the right wing guys who are shooting.
Yeah. I don't know who's shooting. I don't want to speculate on that, but like I will say, there's a lot of views of that guy I do not agree with.
There's no speculation.
Huh?
There's no speculation.
That was a left wing assassination, 100%.
Yep.
Okay, well listen, I didn't. There's a lot of views of him I didn't agree with, and there's some I actually did agree with, but I don't ever want to condone someone like I don't ever want to cheer for someone getting murdered. Now he was a father, he was a husband, like. I don't stand for that.
He had some shitty takes. Charlie Kirk had some shitty takes. You can point to he said this at this point in time, and I disagree with that. But you have to look at the totality of him as a person, and he was a great motivator for getting people politically active, and he did some wonderful things with establishing dialogue with people we didn't agree with. Like that's huge. We need more of that, dude. Like that's why I'll do I'll even do Ryan Greenspan's show. Ryan Greenspan thinks I'm a crazy conspiracy theorist. But as time has gone on, I've proven to him that I'm not that. And I'm totally willing to do a show. I'm willing to debate Ryan Greenspan on everything. I'm like, yo, dude, you're going to the fucking Hall of Fame. I played D3 a handful of times. I've never made Sunday. Like, you're a fucking Hall of Famer. But I'm a Hall of Famer in the media game, dude. So, like, let's start showing some respect to each other. And that's kind of
Ryan, get some flowers, Ryan.
Corey, I told you this boy's an animal, man. Like they be sleeping on. Like I remember when someone threatened him, he was like, "Bro, he's like, don't let all this fool you. I still go to the gym too, and I ain't scared. If you want to debate, let's debate. But if you want to throw hands,
dude, if HK gets that,
when he said
HK wants to bring a ring to World Cup where everybody who's beefing can just fucking hit each other in the face. Like I am super down.
All right, so
I'm super down.
So here's our game plan. We'll go ahead and leak it because I've been holding on to this for a while. November at World Cup, we're offering Sandana Slapfest. It started 3 years ago when I slapped the absolute piss out of Michael So for $300. That was sponsored by Sandana. So we want to offer 3 people to come get a free Sandana. But
please don't say any names, Corey.
You're going to spin the wheel, and you're going to see which one of us you're getting slapped by.
I don't want to hit anybody unless I hate them. Like I would not want to hit somebody.
What? Corey hates these people.
Give me
3
NFP.
people know who they are.
Give me fucking NFP.
Yeah.
Put me in a ring with NFP. I will break both of his fucking arms. He's got to sign a waiver for that though. It has to be consensual. And you also have to sign a civil liability waiver because I'm not paying your medical bills. You got to do 2 waivers, and I'll fight
you. Easy. I'm a notary. I got you.
HK, set it up.
If HK does it, I'm
set it up.
And then here's the other thing: I will fight Dan, but Dan is like 45 years old, and he has an amazing physique. And I know that
but
Dan
he's also 4'3".
Yeah, I know, but he's on he's using, they're called stem cells. So he's using stem cell technology to get this nutty physique plus a bunch of testosterone.
You can't fight with them.
That's not a natural
make him taller though. It ain't gonna make him taller though.
Yeah, I can fucking powerbomb him through a table, sure. But
it also doesn't teach punch and kick technique. He can have that whole physique, but if you can't throw a punch,
if I got him on the ground, I know I can win. But if he hits me in the face standing up, he might be able to knock me out. He might. He
can't reach your face. He's 3 feet tall.
So I have this lineman build, right? I'm 6'4", like 290. So I'm like offensive line type. See how big his fucking shoulders are? So people are like, yeah, you're overweight. Yes, but it's more of a strength build. It's not a fucking physique build. I'm not going to have visible abs, bro. But you can see me curling 4 fucking plates, dude. Like, you can see me chest
in the
pressing
World of
6
Warcraft,
plates.
he's a tank, buddy.
So I can handle it. Like, let's fucking do it. I'd love for somebody to try and knock me out. Like, for real. Who the fuck's going to do it? I don't know.
I think you
You're an animal, bro.
Anyone on the PB Fit line should fight. It's a good matchup size wise.
So the day I got my face sewn back together, I was gonna play paintball in a PB Fit jersey. I have Colt Lukow's jersey, and it's got my own blood all over it.
It's the same size. Same size.
I love PB Fit, dude. Cyrus has been a homie forever. Colt's a homie. I support them. So I'm not fighting no fit boys.
I love PB Fit.
I'm pro fit.
I am pro fit too. I don't know why. Listen, the Lucows have always been great to me. The whole family: JD, Johnny, Colt, Mason, Trent, like all of them.
Is their field making money? That's what weirds me out. I hear it's like a part of a different paintball field. Like there's one business and they do the tournament and the other guys do the rec.
Yeah, they're and I think they're business partners. I don't know, so if I get this wrong, I'm just speculating. But they told me about it one time. A guy there runs a whole bunch of mechanical and just wood ball stuff. He saw that there needed to be airball, and he didn't want to run it. So they went in partnership, and by like you go through one part to get to the other, and PB Fit is all the airball fields. And I think they have 4 fields now back there. It's a nice setup.
That's 4 fields is such a blessing, man. You're like back in my day, we would have one field. You'd have to wait 20 minutes in the fucking 100-degree heat just to get your spins. And then you got to wait another 20 minutes. And by the time you wait then, you're gassed. So having 4 fields allows.
And last time I was out there, they designate those fields based on division on layouts or like practices. So it's like you're also, and you can like hop to the other fields and play up or down if you want to, but you don't have to like guess if you're like playing with somebody way skilled way higher or ranked way higher. Is like this field is like D5, D4, and D3, D2, and then D1 and pro. You know, so it was pretty dope.
Yeah, I hope they can get another win under their belts. They had an amazing run, but maybe people are starting to figure them out. So we'll see. They're still the top dog, right? They're still the team to beat, but there are a lot of good teams.
Yes. Man,
the Tauntauns thing is crazy though. Like that guy.
Yeah. I'm not understanding that. He spent all that money. They merged that. Then now they're getting rid of it. Like I don't.
Okay,
know.
I hear.
I don't even
French,
understand how to follow that.
I didn't report this. I'll give you guys a little of exclusive here. The French guys aren't cool with Franz getting high on cannabis. They're not down with the cannabis. I believe he was traveling and he got caught with a cart in Europe, and that put the whole team under pressure too. So obviously research the cannabis laws, whatever country you're going to. If it's illegal, dude, just don't fucking get high. Like, so I hear he brought a cart into a country he wasn't supposed to, and that kind of had some friction with the team. I hear he's also getting stoned at events. The French guys don't like that shit. But the money thing with Diego is interesting because this is his second chance to be that money man where he's promising big cash. So Diego was supposed to pay Fetty his 40, 50,000, something like that. And I'm hearing as a rumor Fetty has not been paid, which sucks because he's having a really turn back the clock season, dude. Like, I love Fetty. I'm glad that he's having a good year after some down years with Heat. So
that's crazy.
So if they part ways with Franz, they part ways with Diego. Who's going to be their money man? They need a Sarge or a Bart. They need a French Sarge or Bart. They got to find some French dude with millions of dollars and some generosity in his heart to be a patron of paintball. But again, it shouldn't be that way because we should have some sort of an industry-funded pro salary. But we're not there yet, man. We're not rich enough yet. So big picture, how are we going to get there? Is it ESPN? Is it a streamer tournament? How do we grow paintball again? And I'm all for taking a look at these proposals, seeing what works and what doesn't, and talking about it, dude, so we can figure out the right way forward.
We also talked about in one podcast about bringing, like, was it NCAAP?
Draft.
Back, yeah, a draft. So, like, instead of relegation, we just had the bottom team of the year get first pick in the draft.
I like that. So it would be like a semi-pro draft?
No.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said it. Here's what we thought. You disband all the teams. You let these owners buy a franchise,
Oh,
and we start from scratch on year one.
Yeah.
And then now these owners, everyone has a salary cap, right? And now no one can lie about what this player's getting paid, what they're worth. There are going to be some players later on down in the round that are just free and they're free agents. But like you pick and you go and you get who you want, and then you establish your team, and then from there on, when we bring in new people into the league, you can draft them out and make free agents and stuff like that. Like let it be fair. Let the companies you're right help fund, but like let it be a standard. I feel like a lot of things would be fixed if everyone didn't lie about what they were actually paying or giving someone, right? That's one of I feel like the biggest problems is you never know who's getting paid what. So everything's always up and down, and then people just say, "Oh, it's a wash," and that's why there's no like credibility or no standard.
yeah, people do bullshit what they get paid, man. People bullshit like who they have
I know.
offers from just to kind of make themselves more appealing to the
Mm-hmm.
market. Like, yo, I got an offer from these 4 teams. No, you didn't. You got an offer from one of them, but you're putting that out there so you get more money. Yo, I heard there was a Spica bullying incident at Texas. Do you guys hear anything about that?
Whoa.
Yeah, I heard. I
No.
heard
No.
Spica got harassed in the VIP area to the point where Tom Cole had to step in and say this is a harassment-free zone or something like that. I hear that happened. I gotta look into that, but I gotta fucking get these ants out of my house, dude. I'm a clean guy. I'm a clean guy, and I got ants. I hate that. I hate bugs.
Well, I guess we'll go
Well,
ahead.
normally
Yeah.
this is where we try to say you can shout out any of your sponsors, but you're your own person. You're your own boss.
Yep.
You're your own company. Is there anybody you do want to give credit to or a shout out or
I would
what?
say shout out to Hinman for letting me on the mic at the WCPPL. I think that's huge. He doesn't pay me for it,
Good
but
dude.
I get a hotel room from his friendly team, or I get to sleep with them in their Airbnb and hop on the mic and walk around those events. So I really appreciate the opportunity to live broadcast there and have fun. Obviously, he's not paying me a fucking cent, but he had some people say, yo, don't let Scotty do this. He's a loose cannon. You can't trust him, man. He's going to say some really crazy shit. He's like, fuck that. He's entertaining. So Mike lets me on the mic.
Oh yeah.
So shout out him and shout out all the partners who I won't name, right? All my sources, all the guys who work in the industry, who fuck with me, who know I'm doing real shit. So I love you, my sources. Thank you guys so much. Everybody who reads my shit, dude, thank you. Like, I love waking up to having 30, 40 DMs. It's crazy, man. Like, this is a dream for me. I just wish I can find a way to make money doing it without selling out. I haven't figured out how to do that yet. But where this is right now, things have grown to a level which is really making me happy and very satisfying and fulfilling. Like from a kid who'd go to Barnes and Noble and read every paintball magazine to now putting out daily, almost daily. I take a day off or two, putting out paintball content all the time. So I'm happy I'm here. I'm excited where this is going to go from here. But yeah, dude, if you fuck with me, I fuck with you back.
Well, I appreciate you, man. And I've always digged your content and I like what you bring to the table and I like what you do for the
Yeah,
sports.
dude, I'm down to hop on any show because this 1 hour is going to be more effective for me than 3 hours making a YouTube video and I get a copyright strike because I used a beat that somebody else used 4 years later. Oh man, I'm gonna miss that revenue on that paintball versus airsoft video. I'm gonna miss that fucking revenue. I get like $120 a month from YouTube, just about from my back catalog. Whatever,
Huh?
whatever. It's my electric bill.
JP Corey, I'll let y'all handle like taking us out and shutting it down.
I know JP's got his question ready, or his every podcast question. Go ahead, big dog.
I mean, hell, that was for people who watched it. I guess it would. Yeah, I guess it. No, I guess it'd still work. We're obviously growing. Is there anyone that you would like to see on this podcast?
I don't want to tell you to platform one of my haters. I would tell you to platform one of my friends.
Could be funny.
No,
Okay, who is it? We'll bring on one of your boys.
get him in to do it.
I've already
Norris
asked. Me and
is-
him had
Norris
private
has already
conversations.
tried to
I
get-
have a direct link to him. I need him, Mike. I need you. He's been a good like soundboard for me. He's gave me a lot of great
Mike's
advice.
a fucking
and,
gangster,
like,
dude.
I dig that dude
He's
a
a
lot.
gangster.
Yeah, I dig him a lot.
And we are
dig him
very
a lot.
odd pairing, the two of us. I'm obviously a lot more approachable than he is. So what ended up happening is people come to me with things that they want to tell Mike, and I get to phrase them to Mike in ways that won't make him rip somebody's fucking head off.
That's fair.
I don't even think I can
That's
fight
fair.
Mike. If I were to actually go to fisticuffs with Mike, I think he would wreck my shit because he's been in more
I've
fights.
seen him put hands on people. Like I can't go there, big dog.
Dude, he would wreck my shit.
What's crazy is the last fight that everyone's blaming him for. Tracy was about to fuck somebody. It wasn't even Mike. Tracy was about to go on ham on somebody.
I know. She hit me up and she's like, Scotty, don't share this one, please. I'm like, okay, I respect you. Okay. You can't get Mike on.
Tracy said, I ain't about no bullshit.
What about Mike Urena? Mike Urena?
Okay, I got a direct link to him.
I love Mike Urena. I've known him since he was 13 or 14, and I was like 17 or 18, and I used to stomp his shit in D4. I was better than Mike Urena in D4 in 2010. Trust me, I was. Watching him grow his power level and be an absolute fucking G. So I keep this on top of my PC. It's Mike Urena's VHS on how to play paintball. And it's got some sexy
Mike, you made a tape, bro. I gotta get it. I gotta get it.
You need to copy that.
I don't even have a VHS player, but I need to find one so I can watch it. But if I buy one, it might have ants. It's probably like all the retro video game shit I buy. Something had ants, now I got fucking ants. Ew.
Corey?
I guess I'll take JP's second half of the question. Do you have any questions for us or anything you want to ask us?
Yeah. Has this project been financially worth your while? How do you guys make money doing this? Is there anything?
Hell,
you're just doing it because you fucking love it.
All right, can I answer this, or y'all answering this one?
I mean, we answered hell no, but you can answer if you got something else.
Corey, no, hold on, Corey. What's your answer?
Hell no. We have no game planning to half our podcast. We kind of just
has
come
it been
here.
financially successful
It
for
has
you?
been financially unsuccessful.
For Corey, it has.
Yeah, Corey started this with nothing, and now he's got a MacBook and a fucking mic and fucking all kinds of shit. Norris, how about you? I know you repainted a room.
I'm in debt. Me personally, I'm in debt.
Norris is in debt. He's been attacked more because of this podcast.
Yes, listen. I literally did this for a safe place to vent because I felt like I couldn't vent at paintball events when people were doing me dirty, and I feel like the more I draw away from paintball, the worse people are coming at me. So yeah, it's been great.
JP?
Yeah, no, I'm in the negatives.
Dude, even going to an event to do media, I lose money. So I stopped doing that too. Like, I'm not going to film you unless like you're a top tier homie anymore, and I can stay at your hotel for free. Like, that's maybe the only time I'm going to do it. But just like going there and filming people, like your camera gets shot, your tripod gets shot. It's just like you're out in the heat. You're making what, 15 an hour out in the fucking heat? No way. So that's done for me.
It's trash.
It's funny enough. One last thing here. We did that little experiment one time where we had a videographer come with us and stay at a place for free just for the fucking footage. And hey, this was Philly of fucking 2022.
22.
Still waiting on
We're
the footage.
still waiting on that footage.
Still waiting on the
God,
footage.
you got scammed by your media guy. Welcome
Yeah,
to
don't worry.
paintball.
I'll drop his fucking Instagram in your.
Okay. That's
Call
also
that
a
guy out.
part of my journey as a human being. I got scammed 3 times in high school. Once by my own teammate, which was my big break on YouTube, right? My teammate stole my paintball guns.
Yeah.
That was my big break. So that scam happened. I did a trade, and I got scammed on the trade. And then the person ended up scamming multiple people. There's a private investigator that went after him. They deported his family. So there's the guy who was scamming on PB Nation and ended up getting fucking deported. So there.
Ain't nothing like scamming for a paintball gun and having your mom get like sent away.
I swear that shit happened.
Oh, that's crazy.
So as going through that, I'm one of the big voices out there saying, "Yo, dude, paintball is sketchy." Like all these pros, they want to keep the image squeaky clean, but there are financial predators out there who will put you on their team just so they can milk you for money, so they can fund the higher lines. And that's something that I always speak out against. Like we had a coach who was buying paint for 22 and he was selling it for 30, and the extra was skimmed off the top, and he starts upgrading his truck, and he's showing up with this upgraded truck every time he gets a big paint order. Sketchy motherfucker, dude. But I'm not going after people unless I can prove it and unless I get the evidence. So I'm always poking around seeing who's scammy, who's not. But as a career, I do break up financial related scams in lending. That's what I do professionally. I'm not going to tell you the company, but a lot of people are trying to achieve loans that they can't afford, and these motherfuckers go through me. And you get a call from Scotty saying, "Hey, how does your dance studio that you run out of your basement in Mobile, Alabama, net you $10K gross monthly?" That's bullshit. Show me your bank statements, bitch. So that's kind of what I do.
Sky, let these people live, man. We just trying to eat. We just trying to eat. But I feel like you're coming for me. I'm tired of oodles and noodles.
Hey, if you Photoshop your bank statements too, I'm gonna catch you. I get those every week. Every fucking week, I'm like pulling out a magnifying glass, looking at the document properties.
Norris ain't got a Photoshop at 0. Don't worry.
Yeah, that motherfucker been negative.
And I have fun with that stuff too. I feel like I'm a little private eye in the lending world. So it's an interesting place to be.
Oh, you would never give me.
The thing is, like, I can't do a corporate job unless it's work from home. I need to be comfortable to do my corporate job because some of those meetings get intense. You have quotas, you have performance metrics, you have a boss who's looking at every single thing you approve. That's stressful. And when I did it in an office building, I burnt out after 2 years. So I'm now doing it working from home, and I think it's going to be sustainable for me. So I'm really happy to find this position, company that takes care of me, a leadership team I can message, say, "Yo, dude, this is photoshopped as fuck. Get her out of here." Like, and they'll be like, "Yeah, Scotty, you're right." So it's fun, dude. But Monday, Tuesday off sucks. I hate that. We're all over the place.
Well, I appreciate you for coming on, and I appreciate you for doing your due diligence, because if you would have just took dude for face value, whoever it is, I will say publicly, you did not tell us who it was. I could have been burned bad, so respect to you.
Nah, dude, I'm not going to do anything unless I can prove beyond a reasonable doubt in my own mind, right? We have evidentiary standards. That's what I'm trying to say. And no way would I burn an innocent man, dude. I would not. I've been that innocent man before.
Thank you. And you hear it here, people. He called me innocent. Like, stop coming for my throat. Yeah, because I'm only going to be nice so much, because I do have facts. I do have evidence. And it destroys your personal life. And it destroys your image in paintball. So back the fuck off.
Yo, listen, you heard the man. If the glove don't fit, you must, I don't know, get fucked or something.
Hey, not guilty. Must quit.
Thanks for coming by, Scotty.
Yep.
WillBallForSoup. We really appreciate it. It's been a very good time.
Always.
If there's anything in the future that you have to drop and you don't want to do a little typing and AI picture bullshit and you just want to hop on,
for sure.
Come through.
I'll add.
Come through.
Word. All right. I am going to fumigate my apartment and go lift weights for the next 4 hours.
I'll
it's
say
not
goodbye.
an apartment. It's a townhouse. It's 2 stories. See those stairs? But this townhouse is older than me, and like you get these old fucking places for a good deal. They get bugs. Hate bugs. All right. No more bug talk. I appreciate you guys having me on. Thank you so much. Love doing this. Love talking about paintball. Time flies by when I do this shit, man. Just flies by.
Yep.
So appreciate you guys having me. I am out of here.
Later, sheeples.
Thank you once again.
Later, yo.
Later. All right, you want to